I stood there in my graduation attire, boots polished, uniform crisp, my name embroidered neatly over the chest, when the message lit up my phone. "It's not worth it. Call us when you've got a real job." I read it again. My thumb hovered, frozen halfway through scrolling. Around me, the auditorium pulsed with cheers and camera flashes. But I just stared at the screen. The message was from my wife. Not just her. Her sister had chimed in, too. A united front. Precise. Icy. They were in Italy, probably twirling spaghetti with the same hands that once wiped away our daughter's tears, whispering how she believed in our future. Now they had gondolas in Venice instead of a hotel room in Reno. Rome instead of watching me walk the stage. And no photos of our daughter in the dress I had picked out just for this day. They left me behind, after I spent over $20,000 to fly them out, after I told them this moment meant the world to me. I didn't write back. Instead, I uploaded a photo to Facebook, me beside the CEO of one of the biggest plumbing companies on the West Coast. His arm draped around my shoulder, both of us smiling like I finally belonged. The caption was just 3 words. Just the beginning. An hour later, my phone rang. I let it go to voicemail. We were high school sweethearts. It all began with midnight drives and instant noodles. Eventually came the mortgage, the baby, and dreams that got crammed into the glove box of life. I used to talk to her about building something real, about owning a business someday. She'd smile, but it was the kind of smile you give a kid who says they want to live on the moon. Still, I pushed forward. Worked day shifts in maintenance. Studied plumbing systems at night. My daughter would sit across from me at the table, coloring quietly while I drilled pressure ratios into my brain. I wanted her to see what persistence looked like. I wanted my wife to see it too. But over time, her look shifted. Admiration faded into pity, and pity turned into frustration. My ambition became an insect buzzing near her ear, one she couldn't seem to swat. She started texting in the dark, under the blankets. She'd casually refer to my certification program as, "that little course thing." She told her sister everything. They were close, too close. Close enough to design a life that didn't have room for me. 3 months before I graduated, I caught them whispering in the kitchen. Her sister's husband had landed a big job in Europe. They were already planning a new life overseas. I wasn't even a footnote in their future. So I did something I hadn't done in a long time. I kept quiet. I observed. Listened. Analyzed them the same way I studied plumbing. Identify pressure points, watch for leaks, locate weaknesses in the system. When I surprised her with the graduation trip, she gave a tight smile. Said, "Thank you," in a tone that felt rehearsed. Then came the question that told me everything. Are the flights refundable? That's when I knew she was never planning to come. 2 weeks later, she canceled the original tickets and rebooked them for Rome. Told me last minute that plans had shifted. Claimed our daughter needed to experience culture. Said dragging her to a trade school ceremony wasn't worth it. She didn't even bother to FaceTime during the trip. Just sent 2 photos. One of our daughter tossing crumbs to pigeons. The other of her in a sundress, raising a glass of wine. But I didn't break. I focused. I stayed quiet, and I kept moving forward. I opened a brand new bank account and redirected my upcoming paychecks to it. During lunch breaks, I met with a lawyer. Quietly. I started recording our phone conversations, tracking every dollar spent, every text sent, every interaction like it was evidence, because it was. Eventually, she confessed. She had emptied out our savings to fund her family's getaway. Everything was still in my name. The house, the car, the bills. She didn't even notice when I stopped covering her credit card payments or when I moved the house deed into an LLC I had registered 2 months earlier. My LLC. Set up with precision, quietly and legally. I even uncovered who she'd been messaging. A divorced real estate agent with 2 kids, living just 5 miles away, the same guy who had helped her sister's family buy their second property. Graduation day arrived. I walked across the stage alone, but I didn't feel alone. I felt prepared. I held my diploma in my hand when the CEO approached me. He said I had something special, told me the company was growing, asked if I wanted to help launch a new branch, 6-figure salary, company vehicle, full benefits, for both me and my daughter. I said yes. Then I uploaded a new photo. An hour later, my voicemail lit up with her voice. "Can we talk?" Then came the flood of messages, layered with guilt and disguised affection. "We're so proud of you. Let's start fresh. Your daughter misses you." I waited 2 days before replying. Just one line. "Come home. We need to talk." When she arrived, the house was half-packed. Boxes in corners, curtains taken down, the garage empty, my tools gone. I was waiting in the living room, composed. "What's going on?" she asked, eyes searching the room like she already knew. I handed her a manila envelope. Inside, printouts of financial records, message logs, voice recordings. In one, her own voice casually admitted she used our money for something better. Her fingers trembled. "It's not what you think," she whispered. But it was. She tried to explain, said it was just a vacation, claimed she never meant to hurt me. I nodded slowly, then pulled out the next set of documents, proof of the property transfer, the LLC paperwork, credit card statements now solely under her name, and the eviction notice delivered that morning. "But this is my house," she gasped. "No," I replied, stepping around her, my voice steady. "It was ours. Now it's company property." She moved in with her sister that same week. The sister whose husband, thanks to a few carefully placed anonymous screenshots, discovered exactly who the real estate agent had been texting behind the scenes. That grand family trip to Europe turned out to be the last one they ever took together. Divorce proceedings hit every household, except mine. I relocated with my daughter to a new city, took the new job, enrolled her in a better school, got an office with my name etched into the corner glass. Now and then, I scroll past photos of my ex online. She looks worn out. Her smile no longer reaches her eyes. Captions talk about growth, but feel heavy with regret. She still calls sometimes. I don't pick up. Not out of bitterness, just closure. I learned how to spot the leaks. And when the time came, I didn't patch them. I cut the pipe, clean and final. She once told me my dream wasn't worth chasing, so I built it without her.